This project is going to be based on organic and geometric shapes, and what you're going to do is you're going to find an image that you want to draw. I chose a front view of an elephant's face, and then I'm going to split my paper in half because I'm actually going to be creating an artwork that is half organic shape, which would be the natural look of the elephant's face, and then half of it is going to be all done in geometric shapes. So you can see here that I am just splitting the paper, and you can do some kind of decorative design at the bottom. I did a diamond at the bottom, but you could do whatever you want. I originally thought about doing kind of like a feather and then ended up with a diamond shape. So you can do any design you want to split your paper. And then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using observation to look at your drawing and try to draw what you see. We did contour line drawing recently, and now we need to take that to the next level and actually start adding in some detail. I'm folding my paper here so that I'm just looking at the half that I actually want to draw, so I'm not distracted by the other half of the photograph. And you can see I'm kind of feeling out with my pencil how each line needs to go, just like we did with contour line drawing. You're actually doing the exact same thing to get your basic outline of your shape. So I'm just going to keep moving forward with that, and then we'll start to add in a few details. So you can see here that I added in a little bit of the detail. I added in the eye, I added in a few of the wrinkles where I know that I want some different values to be. And then I'm going to get ready to go in and start my other side of my elephant, which is going to be my geometric shape side. I do want to try to kind of outline the basic form of the elephant. It doesn't have to be a completely drawn shape like I did with the left side, but you need to sketch out kind of where things are going to go just so you know how to position your geometric shapes and still keep the form of the elephant and not lose his shape completely. So that's what you'll see me doing here, is just giving a basic idea of where his body parts go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to go in where his features are and put in some geometric shapes. So you could do things like triangles or prisms or cubes, however you want to do it, but stick to the one side. So whichever half you're doing geometric shapes, make sure you stick to that side, and you can create any kind of geometric shapes that you want within the elephant's form. Remember to try to still keep his shape. I still want to be able to see where his ear is, where his trunk is, where his eye should go. And I'm actually going to put the eye in so that I can tell exactly where that is. But I'm just going to come in and make a bunch of geometric shapes, whatever kind I want, to complete the right side of my drawing. project, we are going to be using watercolor colored pencils, and those are just simply colored pencils that you color with, just like any regular colored pencil. But then at the end you can take water and you can turn the colored pencil lead into watercolor paint just by going over it with water. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using different values in each of our shape sections, and this is just on the geometric shape side of your artwork. And in each of those geometric shapes, I am going from at least one of the corners. You can go from 2 or 3 depending on what your shape is. And I'm starting dark in the corner and working my way lighter toward the center of the shape. And you're going to do that with each individual shape. I'm using a variety of colors, but you could even use just one color as long as you go from different corners throughout your shapes and do each individual shape with the darks and the lights. At the end, you will use water to go in and paint over it to turn it into paint. On your organic shape side of your animal, or the side that doesn't have all those crazy shapes, you should complete your coloring with the natural colors of the animal. So in my case, I am obviously going to be doing some grays. I used a black and a gray to highlight the different values of my elephant. And I just did some shading around the edges with a light gray colored pencil. Of course, it's also in that watercolor colored pencil. And then at the end, I'll be using water to pull that gray kind of across my elephant. But you're going to do the natural shades for your organic side of your animal, and then you can be as crazy as you want with those geometric shapes on the other side and the colors there. Once you finish adding all your colored pencil to your artwork, you are going to be ready to start with your water to turn your colored pencil into watercolor paints. And all you're going to need is a cup of water and a small paintbrush. And you need to go into each individual section and just paint over your colored pencil. Try not to cross between colors because it will act just like paint and it can blend together, which can ruin your artwork. And make sure you wash your brush in between each color as well.